Here are the top stories for April 14th. Ramil Madriaga challenged the claim that Sara Duterte spent 125 million pesos in confidential funds over 11 days, saying the money was actually dispersed in less than 24 hours. He appeared before the House Committee on Justice and read from his 24-page affidavit about his role in handling the funds. He stated that on December 20th, 2022, Duterte instructed him, referring to him as Sir Ram, to coordinate deliveries with Colonel Dennis Nolasco to several locations, including San Pablo, Laguna, and other drop-off points. Madriaga said he then went to the Department of Education's central office in Pasig, where several people and vehicles participated in what he called the movement of large amounts of money. According to his testimony, 4 bags containing around 30 million to 35 million pesos each were unloaded and distributed among different vehicles for delivery to various destinations, including Laguna and Quezon City, with one vehicle eventually heading to his residence in Cainta, Rizal. Cavite 4th District Representative Kiko Barzaga turned himself in to the police in Dasmariñas City on Monday night, April 13th, after learning that an arrest warrant had been issued for him in a cyberlibel case. Dasmariñas police said Barzaga came to the station with his lawyer at about 7 p.m. He faces 8 counts of cyberlibel under the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 after he claimed on social media that some lawmakers were bribed to support then House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Even though he later apologized, businessman Enrique Razon and 2 congressmen still filed complaints with the Makati City Prosecutor's Office. The Regional Trial Court Branch 147 issued the warrant and set bail at 48,000 pesos for each count. Police confirmed that Barzaga is now under their custody and has been informed of his constitutional rights pending further legal proceedings. In Monday's briefing, April 13th, President Marcos said he is not inclined to suspend the value-added tax or VAT on petroleum products, explaining that it generates windfall revenues that the government can use to fund response measures amid the Middle East crisis. Marcos emphasized that removing VAT on petroleum would mainly benefit the oil industry, while keeping it allows the government to support a broader segment of society through subsidies and assistance programs. He noted that these extra funds would not exist if VAT were lifted solely on fuel, underscoring the importance of maintaining the tax for now. Despite this stance, Marcos said the government remains open to reviewing all options, including a possible reduction or suspension of VAT in the future. However, he stressed that current cost-benefit analysis still favors retaining VAT and using the additional revenue to cushion the impact of rising oil prices on the public. The Department of Foreign Affairs reported earlier today a decline in repatriation requests from non-OFWs following the recent ceasefire between the United States and Iran, signaling a temporary easing of tensions in the Middle East. Philippine Foreign Service posts continue to monitor developments, particularly in the United Arab Emirates, where geopolitical risks remain. Following this temporary easing of tensions, economic uncertainties persist. The Abu Dhabi National Oil Company earlier said the Strait of Hormuz had effectively been shut at one point, stranding around 230 tankers and raising global supply concerns, while Dubai's main stock index fell by 1.5%. Amid these developments, conditions for Filipinos in Dubai have improved, with repatriation requests declining after the ceasefire. The DFA said the Philippine Consulate General has facilitated the return of 350 non-OFWs so far, while continuing full operations. U.S. President Donald Trump announced that the U.S. military has begun a blockade of Iranian ports to pressure Tehran into reopening the Strait of Hormuz and accepting a deal to end the war. Iran responded with threats against ports across the Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman, raising fears of wider regional escalation. Early disruptions were reported as at least 2 oil tankers turned away from the strait, while maritime authorities warned of increased military presence along Iran's coastline. Although some transit remains possible, the situation has created major uncertainty for global shipping. as the strait carries about 1/5 of the world's oil supply. The standoff has driven oil prices higher and raised concerns over global costs for fuel and goods. While the U.S. remains open to talks, no breakthrough has been reached, leaving uncertainty over whether the blockade will force a deal or further escalate tensions. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown.